Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It is your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this Rolex Cellini Prince or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me, email me for pricing, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a watch made from 2005 through 2014, a Rolex tribute to a model originally launched in 1928. At the peak of Art Deco design, the original Prince was a form watch that came in many different styles. It was built through the late 20s, through the 30s, and phased out during the 1940s as the look of the 20s and the 30s, the machine age, the Art Deco aesthetic fell out of favor. But for 2005, Rolex revived the Prince as part of its Cellini dress watch line. There were 4 different models, 2 in white gold, 1 in rose, 1 in yellow. Each one is extravagantly decorated. So let's talk about the basics first. This Cellini Prince is reference 5443/9. It's 46.7 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, so not terribly broad across the wrist. It's 9.5 millimeters thick, and then it's 28 millimeters from side to side with a 19 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Throwing this watch on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see it has a surprising amount of presence for a watch that would be listed online as a 28 millimeter watch that really doesn't tell the tale. You could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. You're going to want to wear in the strap because it's a little bit thick and stiff, but ergonomically the watch is very good, and as you can see, being under 10 millimeters with a bit of a sloped and stepped case flank, it will slide underneath the cuff, no issues there. This was designed from the outset to be a dress watch. Move away from the camera, see it better in proportion. One more time down the barrel. Okay, the strap. The strap is exotic for Rolex. A couple of things. First, the high gloss look is uncommon for a Rolex watch. You can also see that it is a bonded strap. So we have alligator leather, large rectangular scale alligator leather on the top, high gloss, no stitching. That's what I mean when I say it's a bonded strap. Adhesive holds the calfskin underside to the alligator top, and then it's thickly bolstered with stuffing to give it some volume. You can see that the lugs don't dwarf the strap. It thickens up as it approaches the case, but it thins out as it approaches the bottom of the wrist. Now you will see this is a brand new Rolex factory strap. It is specifically made for the Cellini, and we've got some degrees of adjustment inside the clasp. You can see both sides feature 4 divots, so using your strap tool you can change the anchoring point of each side of the strap to fine-tune the fit. It is a white gold deployant. You can see it is a sequential close. Rolex crown, you can dig your nail in, pop it open, secure, and also highly adjustable. It's going to allow you to find a good fit. Now, the case itself features a stepped flank. You can see there's a little bit of articulation to break up what would otherwise be a broad and sheer case flank. So we have this little fluting about the lug, and then we have this downward dip at the mid case. And that's true on both sides, and you can see the crown has been slightly countersunk, so it doesn't create such an obstruction on the case flank. It's not sticking out quite as prominently as it would have been. Everything's of high polish, and it's white gold. But it's Rolex white gold, which is known in the industry as gray gold. It's a type of 18-karat white gold that is the same color all the way through. It doesn't need to be rhodium plated ever, so if you scratch it, it's the same color underneath, and it never needs to be replated. The bezel is very lightly arced. You can see there is some camber across the top, and then we have a shaped sapphire over a dial of silver, white, red, and black. We have tri-Arabic numerals and our hours and minutes with lovely glossy Dauphine hands up here in a rayon explosive pattern like a sunburst out from the center. We have the same in miniature for the second sub-register, and then of course we have white gold Rolex nameplates, Prince nameplate, and 5-point coronet. It is a spectacular dial, and the thing about these Cellinis is that each version had the same basic movement architecture, caliber 70-40, but they were all decorated to match the design of the dial. So here we have caliber 70-40-4, and it has the same rayon or sunburst deeply engraved on all of the bridges, and you can see that the sunburst rays continue across the bridges. So, for example, from the center all the way down to the escapement and the balance, you can see that these strakes, these little rays, actually continue perfectly across the bridges. Now we have a mirrored, let me try to turn this toward the light a little bit better. We have a mirrored underlay between the crown wheel and the ratchet wheel. The ratchet wheel sits atop the barrel. So part of this movement is engraved and bright, and the other part actually features a mirrored underlay. So you see these satinated wheels, and they're beautifully satinated with polished let's see if I can show you this, but the teeth themselves are actually polished. It is a largely machine-finished movement, but it was the first display case back on a series-made Rolex, meaning it was a famous first, and to this point only in the history of the Rolex watchmaking tradition. It is beautifully executed. This is a level of finish that you would expect on a mainstream Audemars Piguet, a combination of machine and hand finishing elements, and frankly, it's more convincing here than on something like a Royal Oak 15500. Specifications: manual wind, 70-hour power reserve. It does have hacking seconds, COSC chronometer, 21 joules. It features a handmade Breguet over coil hairspring for even timekeeping in any position. Beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It's free sprung with a full balance bridge for better shock tolerance and precise adjustment. And then, of course, it's 30 meters water resistant because this is, after all, a dress watch. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.